So we're here at your academy, partnership between you and Sport Time, which owns and operates some other tennis clubs in the region. How did it come about?
It came about the idea of wanting to sort of give something back to the city of New York. And, you know, I've been lucky enough to grow up here and then become the #1 player in the world, sort of proving it could be done. And given the fact that the US Open's here, it seemed to me to be important that there be professionals still coming out of this area, and it had been so long. I can't think of really anyone, almost my brother, 25 years ago, 35 years ago, I mean a long time, since there's been sort of professionals that have made it from here. So the idea, I don't think this is a new one, and I'm sure the USTA was thinking about it, but the original idea was to be there, and it turned out that we didn't seem to be able to get on the same page. They couldn't control me, or whatever number of reasons that they decided not to move forward. But I think I was lucky because I had an ability here at Randall's Island, which I have a history at playing sports when I was a kid and being closer to Manhattan, and this partnership that's with the city, because these are public-owned courts, that to me, that actually was almost a better.
I was talking to your agent, Gary Swain, who's been with you forever, and he said you handled figuring most of this out on your own. What were the steps that you took from initial idea to actually making it reality?
Well, I suppose like any idea, there's rejections along the way, or people don't think it's going to work, or whatever the logistics.
What did people say on that front? The people that said it wouldn't work?
You have to work within a framework. You have to, things don't happen quickly, because I want it to happen immediately. I wanted to get as many kids as possible. They were rebuilding a facility at the USTA, new indoor facility. They put $75 million. I saw my name on that building. I said, this would be a good idea to have the John McEnroe Tennis Academy here. No-brainer. I mean, to me.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't seem to think that way, or if there was a president there, they'd say, well, that's a good idea. Well, he or she was gone in 2 years. You have to go through the next administration, and then there'd be the CEO, great idea, but I got to get the funds, or I got to get the support. So all this, it was just back and forth, it was just endless. So with anything, I suppose you have to sort of battle and persevere.
The likelihood you're able to eventually work with the USTA here, you think what?
I don't think very good.
Why not?
You have to ask them. I think that every year that goes by, it's another mistake. Another opportunity lost. But that's they have their ways of doing things. They have a tremendous amount of money that they make each year. What's their revenue? $150, $200 million in 1 year. And then they say, well, we don't have the budget for, supporting your academy or giving you money just to sort of take care of some kids. And so I said, my answer to them over the years would be, well, listen, you've tried many different things. You put in tens and tens of millions of dollars, more than that. And let's say you gave me $10 million and absolutely nothing happened. You've done that numerous other times. Why not, give an opportunity to someone who's obviously has a history of success and hopefully can inspire some people, etc. But that seemed to fall on deaf ears.
Tell about the scholarships available here and how key fundraising is to that.
That's obviously, living in the city, the cost of it's going to be higher than it would be in somewhere in the middle of America or some area in Florida where there's a lot of empty space. So that is an issue. So I would like to give as many kids a scholarship as possible, and I think fundraising is very important. Now that's a tough sell. There's a lot of obviously causes that would be. People would think, okay, if a guy's a poor kid or someone's got cancer or AIDS or this, that, you can name 100 things. It doesn't pop up on the list of most important things to give to. I do believe it's not simply the tennis. I think it's obviously does a lot of other things besides that. It can change a lot of people's lives, and we have to do a better job of, selling that and making people understand that this is builds a lot of character, and that this is something that would benefit them for their whole life. This isn't just about, okay, so you can become a professional tennis player. Most of the kids, 99% of them, here or anywhere aren't going to become professionals. So you've got to sort of set them up for life in a way, and if you can do that by, getting them out of a situation that is a difficult one, to putting them into one where they have something to look forward to and go to, and because of that, they got into an Ivy League school, they got into Stanford, even if it wasn't a scholarship, or they got into a place where they got a full scholarship. We've had dozens of those already. Many kids that has happened to, and I consider that a success.
What's John McEnroe, the coach, like?
I haven't coached where I've been like the only coach, and I've had, I'd like to think that I could, do a good job. I enjoyed working with Milos when I did, and I'd like to think I made.
You almost coached Agassi.
Yeah, we had a couple moments where, but some of it was wasn't emotionally ready to put that time in, and I was still trying to figure out with my own kids. And Boris, had me come with him, or allegedly, from Wimbledon to the Open. He wanted to hire me, and he never, listened to a single word I said. Now, he's obviously had a lot of success on his own, but at the same time, you have to. It's a tricky thing, and you got to figure out a way to tap into that person and make him feel like, okay, they get what you're trying to do, and that's not easy to do.